Viewers, welcome to today's show. In today's episode, we shall be looking at why you are poor despite being educated. We want to look into some factors that can cause this. When you observe, you realize that you see many people that are educated, but yet they are poor. There are factors contribute to this, and those are the factors we want to look into it. Okay, let's go. I hope you are with me. You may have your own opinion, and you are right to put in. It's true that many are educated, but in today's world, we see that many educated persons end up poor. One of the factors that contribute to this is missing out of opportunities. How do we miss out of opportunity? Yes, it's true. If you keep on missing out of some little opportunity that comes across your way, you may end up remaining in the same position, which leads to poverty, and yet you're educated. Most of the time, you have an opportunity while you are expecting some bigger things coming your way, and somebody rush to you, say, "Oh, please, can you do this mere work somewhere?" Yes, the work is not really paying. You say, "I'm disappointed. Sorry, I thought you may manage this before now, while waiting for your bigger package." And then you leave. You say, "No, I can't do it." That is how you have missed out. If you were to take that mere opportunity that may not really fetch exactly what you are looking for, you may end up meeting people who may be your destiny helpers that may end up taking you to the level God has destined you to be in life. Most of the time, it is the effort we put in some minor things that can really introduce us. You may remain as an educated person, remaining in your house with your qualifications and whatever. You may graduate with first class and others, but yet nobody really have an idea about you. They don't know that such a person is existing, not until you go out there. So the little opportunity most of the time can introduce you to people who did not have an idea about you and who you are. So missing out of this can keep you in one level and you end up remaining as a poor person, but yet being educated. Number two factor that can lead to this is lack of patience and tolerance. When we are talking about patience and tolerance goes the same. That's because when you go around the world, you meet people with different attitudes. The people that came across your way each time may not really live to the expectation. For example, you have an opportunity to get a job in a bigger company, but going there, your boss may be very nasty. Your boss may be very harsh. Your boss does not really look at you as educated person. He treats you more or less like a slave. What will you do? Will you pack your load? Will you say, "No, you resign from the work? I cannot continue. That man is treating me the way he talks to me. I don't like." No. By the time you do this, and most of the time, those are the things that happens on our ways. We see ourselves so high there. No, this person is not supposed to talk. It's true. The person is not supposed to address you the way he does. But that doesn't mean that you should quit. You need to be patient with the person, tolerate the attitude. It is not welcoming, but one needs to tolerate. By the time you tolerate, yes, the person may not really shoot you out, but some other persons are looking at you. They are counting on your attitude, how patient you are, and that alone, God can use it and then pick you out to a better place or a better position. Nevertheless, even where you are, the person treating you bad, It's not that he has the maybe he has rooted himself, no matter how far he has been in that place, it doesn't matter. You know, if you check in the scripture, the book of Job, chapter 22, verse 29, it says, when there is a casting down, there is a lifting up. So the person that may be nasty on you today can be cast down at any time, depending on the will of God in your life. And you may be replaced in that position because you were patient, you were tolerant. So most of the time, many people remain in their positions, remaining poor. If you were employed as maybe office attendants, because you couldn't tolerate, you couldn't be patient, you now moved out. When that opportunity of replacement supposed to come, you are out there already, and you started all over by looking for another opportunity elsewhere, which you go there and start all over. Whereas there was a time God has already destined that you were to be picked up, and your condition would have changed, and you wouldn't be who you are today. So we need to be patient and tolerance in order to change our standard, even as educated people. Number three factors that can as well make an educated person to be poor in life may be bad temperament. When we are talking about temperament, we are talking about nature that the nature that we showed every day that have to do with our behaviors. Now, we have already mentioned patience and tolerance. Still on that line, when you have a bad temperament, you cannot endure, you cannot be patient, you cannot tolerate. Most of the time, some little minor cases, you will take it high day, you talk so much, you in fact you reacted in a way that many people will say, no, we don't need this young man here, we don't need this young woman here. And then at the end of the day, your temperament can throw you out even from the place that's supposed to change your condition, from the place that's supposed to change you, and you are not supposed to be the way you are. Again, your financial status supposed to change, but because of bad temperament, you end up, you know, going out of the way and still seeing yourself educated but yet poor. That is because some opportunities doors closes against you. Some people that are supposed to recommend you have not, because they say, no, 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 that young man, his temperament, that young woman, his temperament, her temperament is what one cannot withstand. Before, there are people that when they get annoyed, they can break things, they can scatter things. So when you are educated, it's not just enough. You need to look into your attitude, your daily attribute, what you can do and what you should not do. You need to work on yourself, because education is very good. Yes, it can pick you up there, but character is the major thing. When you cannot comport yourself, you don't have self-control, it will affect you. Definitely, it will affect you. And so many educated persons end up poor because of their attitude. Another factor we want to mention here is laziness. Yes, going to school, come back, you just sit down, you don't look for any other thing to do, you can't learn any trade, no, you just there be looking for, Nigeria or whatever country have to, they have to employ me. I am there, I am here, I have my qualifications. You now sit down. That's laziness. Being educated, you need to still learn so many things. You need to touch your hands in so many things. We have some good business educated people that are high there. They are not, they are not, financial buoyant because of their academic qualifications, but because of what they uses their hands to do. So being educated does not deprive you from touching one thing or the other to do that fetch out money to you, and that can change your standard. Even if you are a government worker of any country, you need to still do something with your hands. You need to do something. You know that in every government work, there's a retirement debt. So by the time you put things on ground, especially when you are still young, it will help you that tomorrow you cannot go down. You cannot be poor even with your education. No. So when you are educated, don't only settle in your education. Go out there, find other things to do, learn trades, and then learn to make yourself hardworking every time. You will see that definitely your financial standard will not remain the same. Many times, even while we are working, In case the government or the company you're working does not pay, if you only depend on that, you can still be poor. And that mindset, I am working, can keep you down as a poor person while being educated. Now, but if you are doing many other things, whether your office paid you or not, you see that you're making it every day. There are things coming into your hands. You can take good care of your family. And at the end of the day, my dear, I mean, you'll be so happy. You'll be appreciating God each day because God will bless the work of your hand. Even God Himself does not appreciate a lazy man. So you don't use education to barrier yourself from what you're supposed to do. So in all, we are saying that these factors need to be looked into, because over there you might be educated person, but well, I want you to change your mind. Short episode, you can make something out of your life. Thank you very much. And in case you have your comments, you have your opinion, you are free to comment. You can drop your comments or opinion. Thank you very much. We shall see again.